Hello, friends. Welcome to my Plants World channel. Today I will show you a very good, in my opinion, one of the best primers for orchids, for Phalaenopsis, when we have problems with the roots, when the soil, namely the bark, usually we always have after the purchase, the bark as a groundwood acts in. What often happens is that the roots begin to rot. Then our orchid's leaf problems start like this. And the orchid may already be dead if it is not repotted. The fact is that bark absorbs moisture very well, and then that moisture lingers too long in the roots. And these are the kinds of problems that arise. Today I have found a simple solution for you, and for myself too of course, to save my orchid. A simple solution to this problem and resuscitate the orchid immediately. Of course, it should be stipulated that if you have rotten roots in the orchid, it is necessary to treat them first of all. That is, remove all the rotten, dry roots. We all trim that, I've done it already. Well, and preferably disinfect it. You'll need hydrogen peroxide for that. You can in the description. I guess I'll leave a video about this my other one. Anyway, let's elaborate. We will have charcoal as a ground cover now. It's actually a very good option for this problematic situation, because charcoal, first of all, as an antiseptic, it's very good. That's one. Second, we won't have a problem with moisture. That means that our orchid will definitely stop rotting. And the most important thing now is to plant it correctly, so that when planted, the orchid can drink water normally. Because I had a problem before, even a bad fit. That is, the orchid's roots are poorly contacted, poorly seated in the soil, and poorly anchored. And it can end up causing problems too. So today you and I are going to do all of that. I have such a simple container made from a plastic bottle for orchid animation. And such a handful of charcoal. It should be broken. We pour drainage at the bottom of our container. This coal needs to be broken down properly. Large chunks are preferable to be left out. You can pulverize it in any way you want. Basically, I've got it small enough. I don't have any big chunks anymore. The shallower the better, though. We have to pulverize it first. I'm going to shred it better behind the scenes. The particles are getting smaller now. In general, it is desirable even smaller, so that they are as small as peas, say, in size. That would probably be ideal. But in general this even particle size will do. Because even tree bark is about the same size in terms of its fraction. I've got a little extra drainage here, so we're removing that. And here, in fact, is our soil. Look at what he's like, what he is in the end. That's the soil. And he's going to be super awesome. Let us now plant our orchid in our improvised transparent pot. In the center we should place it, so now it is not very convenient, but now we gradually pour our coal and then we will use a stick to compact all this special crumb here. Crumbs also necessarily let the entrance. Unfortunately, there's not much light on this side because I'm basically shooting against the light, it turns out. Fill everything properly on top with crumbled charcoal, not to have it at the bottom. Conversely, you can put larger particles on the bottom. Here you go. In fact, we are now sanitizing the roots additionally. Prevent the rot, the development of these putrefactive processes. In addition, we give the orchids a good boost of organic nutrition. Coal is an excellent fertilizer. I have a video, by the way, if anyone hasn't watched it, about Zamioculcas. How charcoal can your Zamioculcas transform your Zamioculcas, make it grow very fast. After this video you can click, watch it. I'll leave it at the end of the video for you. Okay, look what we have here. fine charcoal particles. And the important thing now is to tamp it down well here. And now I realize that you could have even used even finer particles so that it was more well anchored there. Because the big ones don't do so well. I found a stick like this. And we can use it to give this place a good tapping. All the moments to make the orchid as tight as possible here. So here it is. It's working. At the same time, it should be held down. We don't have a lot of roots, so there's nothing for her to get a grip on the soil. It is important that there are no air spaces inside. Whenever planting an orchid, this must be understood and taken into account. So here it is. Overall, of course, it doesn't anchor perfectly. We have few roots. But here's what we get as a result. Wipe the leaves, of course, should now be wiped with a damp cloth of some kind or absorbent cotton. You need to wipe the leaves, and already our orchid is planted. The putrefactive processes will now be at least suspended for sure. Because charcoal is a super product. Thank you, friends, for watching. You can watch the other clips. You'll probably find something interesting. Share this video with your friends. After all, more people will see it that way. It will help more colors to be beautiful, healthy, growing and pleasing their owners. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you in the new video. Subtitles by